Halloween. This is the class of the seminar in English literature. And in this seminar we study the various genres, the various forms of English literature, including plays, novels, short stories, and of course, poetry. Around this time of the year, one of the most famous and beloved poems in the United States especially is the poem The Raven by the poet Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Allan Poe is considered the father of the horror story. And his poem The Raven is very often read and performed at this time of the year. So, my class is very proud to present to you today, in honor of Day of the Dead, The Raven by Edgar Allan Poe.
Once upon a midnight, while I pondered wearily lapping, once upon a midnight, while I ponder, wake and weary over many quiet and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I ponder nearly napping, suddenly there came tapping, as of someone gently rapping on my chamber door. This some visitor I muttered tapping on my chamber door. Only this, and nothing more. And instantly I remember it was in a bleak December, and each separate eye and ember wrote its ghost upon the floor. Early I wish the morrow. Suddenly I lose the borrow. Vainly, for my books are says of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Leonor, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels named Leonor, nameless here and evermore.
And the silken satin certainly rustling, of which purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before. So that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "This some visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. Some late visitor entreating entrance at my chamber door. This it is, nothing more." Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore, but the fact is I was napping, when so gently you came rapping, when so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you. Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there, nothing more."
Deep into that darkness, peering, long, I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortal ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the darkness gave no token, and the only word spoken was the whispered word. "Lenore?" This I whispered, and an echo murmured back the word. "Leonor?" Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping, someone louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely something at my window lies. Let me see then what there is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. This the wind, and nothing more."
Open here I flung the shutter, when with many a flitter in there, a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least to be ensnaking, not a minute stubborn stay he, but with mien of lord or lady, perched above my chamber door. Perched up on the bust of palace just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. Then, this even a bird beguiling, my sad fancy into smiling. By the grave and sturdy decorum of the countenance it wore, though thy crest be short or shaven, thou I say thy crown no craven. Ghastly grim and assured raven of the countenance it wore. Tell me what thy lordly name is of the saintly days of yore, of the nice Plutonian shore. Quoth the raven, "Nevermore."
Much I marvel, this ungainly fowl to hear discourse of plenty, without its answer, little meaning, little relevancy for. For we cannot have agreed that not living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing beer above his chamber door, with such name as Nevermore. Bitter bees upon the plastic bus above his chamber door. Then the raven, sitting lonely above his chamber door, spoke only that one word, as if he saw in that one word he did outpour. Nothing further than he fluttered, not a feather than he fluttered. Till I scarcely more than other friends have flown before. On the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before. Then the verse said, nevermore.
Startled, the stillness broken, but reply so aptly spoken. Doubtless said I, what it utters, it is only stock and store, caught from some unhappy master, whom unmerciful disaster follow fast and follow faster, till his sons one burden bore. In the dirges of his hope, that melancholy burden bore, of never, nevermore. But the raven still beguiling, all my sad soul into smiling. Straight I will a cushion sit in front of the door, and bust on door. Then, upon the velvet thinking, I betook myself to linking fancy unto fancy, thinking what this ominous bear of yore, what this grim, ungainly, ghastly, and gone, and ominous bear of yore, meant in croaking, nevermore.
Tis I sat engaged in guessing, but no syllable expressing, to a fall whose fiery eyes now poured into my bosom's core. This and more, I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining, on the cushion's velvet lining, that the lamplight glowed o'er. But whose velvet violet lining, with the lamplight glowed o'er, she shall press. Oh, nevermore. Then, methought, the air grew denser, perfume from an unseen censer, swung by the seraphims whose footfalls tickle on the tufted floor. Wretch, I cried, thy God hath lent thee, by the angels hath sent thee, respite, respite, and impend from thy memories of Lenore. Quaff this kind nepenthe, and forget this last Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
Prophet, said I, think of evil. Prophet still is better or devil, whether tempter sent, or whether tempest toss you here ashore, desolate yet all undaunted, on this desert land enchanted, on this home by horror haunted. Tell me truly, I implore. He's there bold in Gilead. Tell me truly, I implore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, think of evil. Prophet still is better or devil, by the heaven that bends above us, by that God we both adore. Tell this soul with sorrow, laden if within the distant Aden, it shall clasp a sainted maiden, whom the angels name Lenore. Clasp a rare and radiant maiden, whom the angels name Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore.
Be that word our sign of parting, bird or fiend, I shrieked upstarting. Get thee back into the tempest and the night's plutonium shore. Leave no black plume as a token of the lie thy soul has spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken. Quit the bust above my door. Take thy beak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore. And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting on the pallid busted palace just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the seeming of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming throws his shadow on the floor. And my soul, from that shadow floating on the floor, shall be lifted nevermore.